Okay. Hello everyone. This is my very bad intro that I do pretty much every video. In today's video, I am going to be giving you tips and tricks to get better at defending in bridge. So this is gonna be a video, especially it's gonna be specifically focused on solo bridge, but I might do a video later where it could be like bridge 2v2 and bridge 4v4 if I want to, or if you guys want to, I guess, or guys and girls, right? Because I don't discriminate. And today I'm joined by this guy here, and he is in my guild, Sun Peak, and yeah, he's pretty. You know, he's not a bridge pro, right? But he knows how to play Minecraft, so that's great. So the way it's gonna work is I'm gonna hop in a game of 1 versus 1's bridge against him, and we are going to be doing a stall game. So if you don't know what a stall game is, it's pretty simple. The way it works is that one person is attacking, the other is defending. So in this video, because I'm giving you tips and tricks on how to defend in bridge duels, I'll be explaining how to defend well and give all my tips and tricks on how to be better at defending and what I do and why I do it. And yeah, he is going to attack. I'm going to be defending off him. So yeah, so we're now going to be starting our first game of defending. So first of all, on many maps you have to hippo. So this map is a very hippo based map. Now he's going to rush instantly. He doesn't have to hippo. I don't know why he's hippoing. That's kind of stupid, because he doesn't matter, because I'm defending and he's attacking the entire game. Oh, okay. See? Okay, I think he tried to trick me there by hippoing. Or maybe he was just being dumb. But you know, it's him. As you can see, I'm hippoing, but I'm keeping an eye out for him if he's ever rushing. So you see, here that was not too good because he came a lot faster than I expected. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish the hippo. Now once I finish the hippo, I'm gonna try getting map advantage. So the way you do that is by getting a staircase. So okay, so not right now, he's still alive. So you see how I'm like slowly improving my bridge, kind of making a staircase? That's a big advantage for when you play bridge, because you got map advantage. And it's easier to get higher and lower. And yeah, so you see, when you're on top, you can defend better. So now, okay. And as long as you stay on the guy... Oh, I almost changed to my block there. As long as you stay on him, you'll most likely be able to defend him properly. You see, also, a tip is make the bridge bigger. So, bigger and... Okay, don't fall like this, but bigger and like... Yeah. And of course, in bridge you wanna bow before you attack, because you get the bow combo. But yeah, so now here I'm gonna wait for him, right? I can wait however long, right? I'm gonna wait for a perfect bow combo and then try to bow combo him. So now he won that PvP encounter. He's gapping up again. Now you wanna try to not let him bypass, because he's gonna force PvP, and usually if you can keep PvP, you'll be able to defend him like this. So PvPing on defense is what you want to try to force, because it's easier to kill him, your opponent, when you're PvPing. So, okay, so now I got him. So now I'll back up a bit because it's a stall game, and I'm gonna gap. So you see how the bridge is bigger? It's harder to bypass, right? And I assume you played the game before, but you know that when the bridge is big and you can't bypass, it's not, you gotta force PvP a lot. So that's good for the defender, because even if you're not good at PvP, you're still gonna win 1 out of 3 fights, most likely, because the opponent is not necessarily gonna have time to gap. Okay, see? He bypassed, so now I'm gonna have to void and wait, right? You don't want to aggro too fast, so you want to just wait for the perfect moment and knock him off. And of course, patch the bypasses. It's important to patch up the bypasses, because then it's going to be hard for him to bypass again. So my goal in this game is to not let him score all 5 goals, which is a very good start for right now for me. So you see here, it's a bypass, you can just jump on the side, and so I'm going to patch it up as best as I can. And now, oh, okay. So now he's bypassing. I could have hit him head there, but I avoided too early. So now, let's see what he does. So, don't aggro too much, right? You want to break and... See, aggro when you're ready. You want to try to keep him out of your goal. So you see, now he's going to go here. Now I can aggro. Oh, okay, unless I lag back like this, but it's fine. Now I can aggro. So, okay. Aggro when he's in the hippo, definitely. But try not to aggro if he's like bypassing, right? Because look, if I always aggro when he's bypassing, so let's say, okay, I'm just gonna finish this PvP encounter. Okay, he's really low, so I'll get him. If I always aggro when he's bypassing, he can just switch sides or block me off and go on the other side, and he'll end up in front of me, and he'll most likely score. Now this is a very hippo-based map, so it's difficult to like create opportunities. So this is probably the easiest map to defend. Either this map or Hyperfrost, because Hyperfrost you can always basically defend. So these are good maps, but after this I'll try to queue a map that's difficult to defend. Just to kind of give you more tips and tricks and how to, you know. So right now you see I'm not aggroing, right? Because he wants to bait me to go here so he can jump on the other side. Now that didn't work because he fell. Because you know you always feel some type of pressure when you play bridge, and it's just natural. Like even if you don't know if he's on you. Oh, okay, now that my hidden register. It's really normal. It's gonna be a lot harder for Lelube to bypass, which is what I want, because he can't win PvP all the time, because eventually he'll be lower. So he'll win it there. Now he's gonna gap, and now I'm basically at the same place I was. So then I can, and eventually I'll most likely win the PvP. And yeah. So as I said before, this map is very easy to defend. So it's easier for me to defend than him to score. So it's normal that these games. So let's see what he does now. So you see he's bypassing. Did I hit him with that bow? I think I hit him with the bow. I don't know, maybe he fell, but that was pretty nice. But you see how he bypassed early there? That was a perfect example. So bypassing early is difficult for the defender to defend, because then I can't like just knock him off, right? If he bypassed it just a little later, I would have knocked him off. And also, you probably saw how I patched his bypasses when I avoided. So when you avoid, you just want to patch the bypasses if there's really good ones. So it's, see how he's breaking the bridge. So that's giving him places to bypass. So he got me, now he's bypassing, okay? So now I know where he is, but I'm not going to follow, I'm going to gap. I'm going to play it smart. Because I could have aggroed, but you never know. He can block in. See, now I'm going to look where he is, and once I find him, I'm going to aggro. But there, that was well played. He went back. Now I still know where he is. Okay, he had time to gap this time, so... Okay, I got him. See, this is a huge bypass. This is a really good bypass for him. See how much I patched that? That's what you want to do. So you see, right now he's bypassing. Now, want to keep an eye on him. And, okay, I could have committed there, but you don't want to overcommit. It's really important to stay and be patient, you see? Right now I know where he is. Okay, see? I lost him. But yeah, so you want to be patient. Patience is probably one of the best tips I can give to defend. You don't want to be too patient though. If you have the opportunity, get him. But you want to be able to show a certain amount of patience. So now he's going to bypass, okay? Now I'm going to be patient. Break a bit. Follow him, follow him. Alright, now you see he's going to... Okay, he might bait, you see. Some people would have probably jumped off of there, but it's fine because you can always get him later. Especially on hippo maps. We'll play probably a non-hippo map next. I'd say like a high percentage of goals on this map are scored off races. Like in competitive bridge, mostly. Okay, the server's being laggy. What the hell was that? I'll back up. Okay. So now you see it's still gonna be PvP. Now he's gonna win. Okay, now he's gonna have to bypass instantly. But that's the thing. It's difficult because he's already very low. Now you see he had time to bypass there, but I'm gonna pressure him again and get him. See, he didn't even have time to gap, and that's just how this map works. You really have to just dig and block in and find ways to still win the PvPs. So he's really good at block hitting, as you can see. So I'm gonna get knocked, but it's fine. Now he's bypassing. I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna hit. See, if I would have just aggroed as soon as he started bypassing, he would have went next to me and probably scored from the top. Now you see, get your bow out. You can do a late bow. It doesn't matter. See, as long as you're able to win the PvP, you can keep him. Look, if you guys have a bow standoff, for example, and someone bows and he also bows, and you're just waiting, it's fine for you because you're defending. So if he's on your side, I would say to to, yeah, keep the bow longer and make sure you time it perfectly. If you're on offense though, you can't really keep it longer because you have to score. So I'll give you an example on offense just for. So you'd just like go for like a quick bow and then attack. Now I'm gonna pressure him and I'm gonna avoid to go back to defense. There's a gap. Now he's probably gonna bypass because PvPing. Oh, but you see that was a bit of a late bypass. Now that's why it's so important to patch, because then look how big my bridge is. Imagine if I was bypassing there, it would have been like on the other side, on his side, it would be a lot easier. But right now it's difficult for him because there's so hard to jump on the side. So I'm gonna keep on patching the bypasses and keep on applying pressure so that he hopefully chokes. Like, look, it's hard to bypass on this. Okay, now he's bypassing, okay? Now I see, so I'm gonna stay with him. You don't want to overcommit. Kind of, okay, now I saw him. Oh, yeah, you see, there I overcommitted. But you see, I came back because I didn't commit too much. I overcommitted for the situation, but if I would have overcommitted too much, I would have probably been down lower and he would have been in. Okay, now you see he's gonna have to fight me again now because he gapped. So he was too low to not fight me again. But then eventually I'm gonna win PvP just like that, and I'm gonna have time to patch even more. Now obviously you wouldn't be patching extra in a real game because you also want to score, but if you plan on being a defender, that's what you should do. Patience is really key. See, I'm gonna wait for a bow and then get a W tap. Alright, so now we're in our second game. I'm gonna be defending again this game. So this game is on Twilight. This is a difficult map to defend on because you can get spawn blocked, first of all, and also it's just difficult to patch the bypasses. It's also difficult to bypass, but it's not as difficult as like other maps. There's no hippos on the map, so it's gonna be an advantage for me. But now you see how I'm just getting a staircase going, getting map advantage. So now he's gonna bypass. Now right now I knew that I had time. You see, he still survived. I knew that I had time to jump because even if I didn't get him like I did there, I could have just respawned. Now on this map, he is probably gonna go for a spawn block because that's basically a huge advantage of the map. So this is definitely one of the, what, 3 maps that are the hardest to defend on this server. I would also say Treehouse is one of them. But yeah. So look, now he's going to have pressure. Now he's going to keep on trying to get map advantage. So I'm going to have to get a staircase too, because I can't let him get too much map advantage. I'm going to try to spleef him, and now he jumped on top of me. Stay on him. Patience, remember. So you see, I didn't commit there when he went on the side, because I knew he had a chance, he could turn. Could also not turn, but it's better to be patient and wait to see what he does. So if you're always patient, you'll never get juked, however you might get scored on. So right there, what happened is, yeah, I kind of missed my hits, so he got the first hit, but you see, he already scored off the bat. So you can see the difference between the last game and this game. I'm going to make the bridge bigger now, to make it harder to bypass. Now he's bypassing, so I'm gonna have to go back and wait. Be patient. See what he does, and when I know I can get him, hit him. So now right here he's under, so I'm going to be patient. There is a place where you can go underneath here, which is right there. So that's dangerous if he gets there, but I'll show you how to defend if that happens. Because obviously everything is defendable. So now I'm going to have to defend another bypass. I'm going to wait. Be patient. You see, if you would have clutched there, that would not have been good, but I waited enough to make sure he doesn't. So now he's going to go for a PvP encounter. If he wins this, I'm basically screwed for the defense because he can just spawn block, but luckily I won that. Having extra hearts also in the PvP fights when defending is always good. So if you miss your bow and he's waiting for a bow, it might be worth gapping because you got the extra health. See, he's breaking the blocks again, so I'm gonna have to patch them. Because then it's easier for him to bypass. So he's through. I'm gonna wait and try to time the exact moment. And now, of course, patch the bypass, because then he won't be able to use it. Obviously, if I didn't patch it, he could just use it again the next time. He survived. Now I have time, so I'm gonna see what he does, and I'm gonna gap. Okay, so he fell here. I think he tried to go there, but you can't place blocks there, so you have to make the bridge from the bridge to the little area here. So he's still alive. I'm gonna be patient. You can go a bit lower, just make sure you always have high ground on him. Now I really don't know where he is because he's shifting. Okay, now he fell, luckily. But yeah, that's a very hard bypass to defend because he's so low, he could be anywhere, and you have so many bypass patched. So now I can see his name, so I know where he is. Okay, so now he went to the area. So now you gotta make sure, see? It's hard, because now he's on top. Now you can try to void, but voiding is very risky. So, see, I voided there, so now I'm gonna have to force PvP, and now I basically have to win. There you go. But voiding is risky. You have to make sure he's very far behind if you void. Otherwise, he can just instantly get in the goal. Okay, that was like... it's fine. I'll still show how to defend it. So he had time to gap. Stay with the high ground. Don't go too low. Okay. See, now I'm low, so I'm going to go a bit higher. Make sure I know where he is. I do. Okay, he's going to try to go for this, I think, so I'm going to... Be ready. See, he blaze blocks there. See, he juked me there. So he could theoretically, if he would have blocked me in, he could have been in. But you see how good that play was? Okay, he's going down, which is an advantage for me because he was... I don't think he knew where I was, because I was right behind him. But if he would have went up, I would have had to chase him, and he would most likely be in. Now, you see how I shifted? He did not know I was there. Now, I knew he was going to go on top, but because I shifted, and I was patient, he came back to me, not knowing where I was. So now he's going to win PvP. Now, what you want to do here is really chase. Try to aggro and not let... See? Because I was really low. I knew if he hit me once, I would be dead. So, when you're really low, you gotta aggro. Because it's the only thing you can do. Or if you have time, you can gap. Which you always want to be patient. So right now, I'm going to be patient with the bow. Let him bow me and then time it perfectly and get a combo. When you know you still have time to void, sometimes it's worth aggroing and not being patient. But you see there, I was like too patient. I wasn't ready. And now he's probably going to score. Unless, yeah, you see? Because he was just so close to the goal. And once he's there, it's very difficult to defend. So always be aware of your surroundings too, as an attacker and a defender. It's good to keep on making the bridge bigger to force PvP. Now he's gonna try to not PvP out. Because PvPing for him is a disadvantage, because then I'll spawn. Although, if he wins one PvP encounter on this map, he has a big advantage. But I always have the... You see, I'm going to keep a higher distance, try to find him. Now, if I don't see him... Okay, now I see him. If I didn't see him, I would have voided. But I knew he was low and that he most likely did not have time to void, so it was better to do that. Now I got him, but now I have time, so I'm gonna go patch the bypass. Okay, never mind. I don't have time anymore, but I would have patched the bypass. Shifting is very important because the opponent is not gonna know where you are. So you see, he was also shifting, which was good, but I saw his sword. But he never knew where I was because I was shifting behind blocks. There's a little hole here that I'm going to patch real quick. See, he's spleefing and being patient. And staying very close to the... If someone's spot blocking you, the trick would be to race. Because if you race, you lose one goal and save yourself an entire spawn block. So as you see there, he went under again. So I know he has a bridge under. So I'm going to try to patch that. Or keep that in mind, that he has a bridge under. But that's the thing, I can't stay there and patch for too long, because then he'll come back and aggro me. now I'm going to patch what I can without being too late to the fight. Because obviously when you patch, he's still going to have offensive pressure, which is normal for a defender. Sometimes you can also back up like this to go, but now he's going to bypass, which was the right move to do. It's going to be difficult to defend now. You can see his name. But now you don't know where he's going to go, so it's important to be patient. See, patience? You didn't overcommit, you didn't drop down immediately, which allowed us to kill him. Because if we would have dropped down, he would have went up and gapped and had an advantage because he had high ground on a PvP fight. Now to defend, that's really all based on PvP. You gotta be ready. Bow combos help, but you have to know where he is. Now you see, you saw him running and jumping. So now it's all about block hitting too, because block hit makes you take less damage. So when you're in a 1v1 in like a goal room, it's pretty useful to block it. Now he's gonna go for the bypass early. Now you know he has a bypass here, so I'm gonna aggro because I see him, and I'm gonna patch the rest. But the thing is, you don't want to get stuck patching for too long because then he's gonna have pressure off the bat. And also, if you have time, you can break a bit of the spawn block. Now it looks like he's gonna go for another PvP, which is risky, but see, it worked there. But he unfortunately clutch. So yeah, that was the second game, and it was a draw again. But see, this time you got 2 goals. This map is very difficult to defend. However, if you're patient, you can defend anything. Okay, so that's it for the video. I hope that you learned a couple tips and tricks on how to defend, which mostly patience is the key. But you know, there's a lot of other things also that you can do to be better at defending. And yeah, make sure to let me know how you enjoyed, well, if you enjoyed this video or not, and tell me how I can make better videos, because I'm trying to become a better YouTuber. And yeah, tell me if you like these videos with collabs with guild members and friends and other people. And yeah, maybe I can one day do one where I'm in a call with other people. That would be very nice. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.